Tommy had pinned a bunch of his headshots. In the middle of this Tommy collage was a picture of me. Knowing him, this didn't strike me as upsetting or creepy. Maybe it should have, but it didn't. I knew he was trying to figure out what it was that separated me from him.
Come and get some.
Why had I, in his mind, been accepted by Hollywood, and he had not? As though a picture could tell you that. All at once, I felt both immensely sad and immensely relieved he was gone. Somehow I knew I wouldn't see him again for a very long time. To my surprise, I liked working at Armani Exchange. It offered me a sense of normalcy and routine. Before I knew it, I was seeing a completely different side of being young in Los Angeles. One day I was being set up with a rich Lebanese customer's daughter. The next, having a friendly dinner with Joni Mitchell, to whom I had sold a sweater and her pal. Joni Mitchell was greatly amused to learn, halfway through our dinner, that I had no idea who Joni Mitchell was. She just seemed like a cool, artsy woman to me. It was as though not having Tommy around freed up all this trapped mental and emotional energy. I was friendlier, happier, and far more open than I'd ever been. You might say that for the first time in my life, I was acting my age. That I was so thankful to finally have a job, which in turn made me pretty good at selling clothes. Within a couple of months, in fact, I was personally outselling the entire store staff. A general manager from Armani in New York came to visit and took me out to lunch. "What are your career plans?" he asked me. At that point in my life, career plans wasn't a phrase that often passed through my mind.
Great.
While I wasn't expecting to see Tommy again for a while, I was certainly expecting to hear from him.
Round 2.
But I didn't. No messages or calls.
Fight.
Weeks passed. It got to the point where I almost forgot Tommy existed. Like the last 2 years had been a strange, sometimes upsetting drain. From time to time, I'd go back to the old apartment and do laundry, or check phone messages, and in the apartment's silence, Tommy would weigh heavily on my mind. Eventually, I decided to call him. Tommy always used to tell me, "We're on different highways. You are young, so we see things different. You go your way, I go my way." I never really understood what he meant by that, but I found myself thinking of those words while his phone was ringing. He didn't answer, so I left a message. "Hey Tommy, just wondering how you're doing and how London is. I hope you're on a good highway."
Round
6
3.
weeks later, when I was at work, my manager called me over to the counter phone. This was odd. No one had ever called me at work. I heard him say, "I'm sorry, sir?" I didn't understand that. "Tommy." I got on the phone. I miss you," Tommy said, his voice shaky. "I miss you very much." "Tommy," I said, "are you alright? Where are you?" "I just wanted to say hello. I know you called me. I appreciate it." Tommy sounded even worse than he had that last night in his apartment. His words seemed more howled than spoken. At least a dozen people stood around me. Customers, colleagues, my manager. So I comported myself as neutrally as possible. But my intuition was causing my blood to run as fast and icy as some Arctic flow.
KO.
"I can't really talk," I said quietly. "You around later?" "No," he said quickly. "Never mind. I just want to call and say I hope you're okay. Not to bother you. I just want to make sure." "Make sure of what?"